Should be fun. Hold on. This is not going on podcast form, don't worry. All righty. Well, you wanted it. You got it.
And here it is.
And here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody.
Woo! So, for those of you who are new to this or wondering what's going on today, we are the Super Review Show. I am the J-Man. This is Bill, and you've seen Justin before, but we are all together here once again for I can't believe I'm saying these words, a short, well, somewhat short, live streaming marathon.
8 hours is short.
I was gonna say.
I've done 24 on this channel.
Holy!
You know what?
I've
We
done
made
20.
the decision. We are going 24 hours. Let's go!
Oh my God.
No,
We're all gonna die.
I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. We will not do that.
No, we're not doing it.
We don't want to torture these lovely people for
No,
24
yeah,
hours.
we're not going to torture you up there. It's okay. But yeah, this is it. So basically, what we're doing today is in the description of this video. If you're watching us live, great. If not, you can watch. If this is already up on YouTube, check it out. Still donate. But we're doing an Ask Us Anything, an AUA for a. You're doing good. Don't worry.
No.
Well, this is a very, very off-key, low-key day right here. We're gonna be doing we're doing a live stream, so you, the viewer, can ask us anything you want to ask us in the chat board. I will be monitoring your comments in the chat board right here on the iPad. But we're doing this live stream today for a number of hours to raise money for two when we might add more down the line. I'm not sure because this is just part one, but we're gonna see if we can have we're doing this today to raise awareness and money for people to donate to two different charities of choice. One is a local charity that helps feed homeless people in our area of New York. They help feed the homeless people. They clothe the homeless people. They do all this stuff for the homeless people in our area. The link is down below as well. The other one, and I had to plug this, is the John Bon Jovi Soul Foundation.
John Bon Jovi, baby.
Yeah, so
We're getting in with the big wigs now.
So what he does, for those of you who don't know, John Bon Jovi, outside of being a fantastically handsome rock star, what he does is he has a foundation that has restaurants in New Jersey, and they're trying to expand more as well. But what they do, what his foundation does is his foundation on a national level feeds homeless people. On a national level, helps out veterans in need. On a national level, it helps people eat and help struggling families feed themselves. He is a philanthropist and does a great job with it. So in the description of this video is also his link as well. Though the money does not go to any of us.
We are not taking a dime.
We don't take a single penny. We did something like this for Texas at one point on Mixed Bag. But today we're doing a much longer version of that for people for you guys to tune in and ask us anything you want to ask us. Simple as that. I'm watching the chat board down here. Forgive me, it's off camera. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing until it's 12 noon now. We're probably going to be doing this until about, I don't even know, maybe like 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I don't even know.
We don't know yet. We'll see we'll see how long it goes, right?
We're going to see how it goes throughout the day. But this is our time that we're spending, and we're going to ask you guys to jump in the chat board, ask us anything you want to ask us about us, about movies, about music. We got our movie guy here, we got our sports guy here, and we got me here as well. That's okay.
Hey, and remember, none of us are getting paid for this.
We are doing this out of the goodness of our own.
We are
hearts,
torturing ourselves,
if you want to put it that way,
with each other for free.
We're torturing for you up there.
No, well, I'm glad to be here, though. So.
I am beyond glad to be here. Yes.
And Justin's like, speak for yourself. Is that about right, Justin?
Oh yeah, just put me on the spot.
So some people who are just joining us now, forgive us.
Yeah, you can join.
Jump in the chat board. We're going to be answering your questions right here on the JPad. We're going to call it that from now on instead of the iPad.
Yeah. So,
Why not,
but
right?
what else are you going to do on this somewhat cold Saturday afternoon?
I mean, it's a winter. We haven't done one of these since I think it was 2016. A marathon like this? We haven't done one. Of
Yeah,
these
well, we
before?
haven't done one in person in a while because
you guys weren't even part of this at one point.
we did one like a lot of the marathon live streams like from 2020 to like even last year. A lot of them were over Zoom because of say it with me 1, 2, 3. Thanks, COVID.
You ruined our lives, man. How dare you?
COVID ruined our lives.
COVID ruined our lives. So listen,
But you know what?
we have us right here on the chat board. Bill's still going. Sorry about
That's
that.
in the past. We're here spending this Wednesday of Saturday. Why did I say Wednesday?
Because normally we do mixed bag on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's okay.
In this we're in this
In the J cave.
in the J cave on this President's Day weekend.
Yes, happy President's Day to all the U.S. viewers of ours. We got a federal holiday this weekend too.
Yeah, so so sit back, relax, and grab if you don't have anything to do on this. It's not too cold out where we are. It's cold-ish, I would say.
It's mild.
It's not run around in shorts and t-shirts weather.
No, it's not. But yeah, no, this is
Unless you want to go do a polar plunge.
no.
Hey, you guys want to do a polar plunge?
No.
Okay,
But yeah, so people are still joining in. We've spread the word across our social media pages.
tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell your wives.
Tell all of your family members that we're
even
going
your
live.
neighbors who
Well,
you don't like. They're actually useful for something. For once,
I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
your neighbors are useful.
Yeah, this is something that I'm very happy that we get to do this. I'm very lucky that I can say that we do this. And right now people are just texting us right now. This is a very low key thing.
Yeah, we don't have anything. We could have decided not to wear pants for this for all we care, but we are civilized, so we will be wearing pants for this live stream.
Not to mention, we'd probably get demonetized and struck video taken down by YouTube.
Yeah, it is true.
Probably, yeah. I mean, most likely. But
Wait a minute.
what's up? Is someone trying to watch us or no?
I think someone's trying to more than just watch us.
Yeah, forgive us, everyone. We're trying to outside of our circles, people are trying to tune in and watch us. How are you guys alive still? They're trying. We're on our phones trying to figure this out. So jump in the chat board.
We may have someone joining us. I don't know yet. I'm texting him right now.
I went ahead of you.
What?
I told Dr. Matt Hemsley to watch us.
Aha.
Well, it's not Dr. Matt Hemsley who's hosting.
It's not. Who is it?
I'll tell you in a second. I'm gonna keep you in suspense.
Dun dun dun.
Suspense is fun. Isn't suspense fun, Justin?
Suspense is great, Phil.
Oh, okay. Hold on. That was okay. False alarm. I don't think this person's joining us.
Oh, well, bummer. That's okay.
Okay.
Can you reveal who it was then?
I'll tell you in a second.
Who was it, Bill?
It was Danny Boy Reginald.
Oh, shout out to Danny Boy Red.
We love him. He's awesome.
Yes. So, but this is I'm so happy that we get to do something like this every once in a while. We did a summer marathon. That was a sweat fest. No, because we did it upstairs at one point in a tiny room for like 24 hours.
How'd that go?
And we kept the window open.
That was in 2016, I think, right?
2016 we did
That was before I joined the circle.
before you joined our crew here. That's okay. But at the end of the day, we're all friends. We all love what we do. We all love what we enjoy. We all have a good time. And yeah, so it's just but jump in the chat board, share your thoughts. Where are we going live for the next probably, I don't know. I'm losing track.
6-ish hours.
6-ish, 7-ish hours.
We were trying to shoot for 8, but you know what? If we just do 6, that's that cool. That cool.
And
that's cool.
In case you're not aware, we will be going live with a part 2 at some point. We're doing this in segments. So part 2 will be happening.
Yeah, because we might take like a small break. So
Yeah, we're taking like a 5-minute break, 10-minute break in the middle.
maybe we'll get some food. We'll
I have chicken tendies ready to go.
like
So.
he really stocked up for this.
Yes. But actually, you know what we can do in the meantime while people are still joining us? We can have people why don't we discuss some of our most anticipated movies of 2023 for a little bit while people are still coming in. So Justin's our movie guy. Now that he's actually here,
Okay.
I mean, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania mixed reviews now.
Yeah, the mixed reviews is kind of making me a little nervous on that one, and I was so looking forward to it too.
Yeah, me too.
Which makes it all the more heartbreaking if it really is that bad as some people are even saying.
Let's check IMDb while I read it too. But go on, you were saying.
Last I checked was like 53 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is not great.
On Metascore, it has a 48.
Ooh.
And it has a 6.6 user rating on IMDb, which is like, people liked it, but it wasn't great
Okay, so
for Ant-Man.
and I've seen like user polls saying it's like a mid-tier Marvel movie, which I like the mid-tier Marvel movies. I like them fine.
What mid-tier Marvel movies do you like?
I'm on IMDb just looking up this stuff.
Iron Man 3. I think
Iron Man 3 was pretty good though, no?
the first Thor, Captain America, the first Avenger.
I love that movie, but that's me.
Yeah, I love that movie too, but it's more in the middle because the top tier is top tier.
I agree.
Oh, by the way, I just got a text from Danny Barrage. He may or may not stop by later via Zoom. So
Oh,
we
wow,
hope so.
via Zoom, because Danny Boy Reginald is actually Danny Boy Reg
He lives in the DC area.
So we're in New York, he's in DC, he's like a 6-hour drive away, but he might join us if we give him the link at some point. Which
I don't want to give out where he lives. I want to, because then he'd come and smack me. So
he's like, Bill, how could you? Just kidding.
If you want to call a complaint, call.
Address out your email.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, are we still making fun of Will Smith and Chris Rock? Is that joke like a year old? Actually,
So funny.
it will be on March 26th. The joke will officially be 1 year old.
Oh my god.
So
Crazy.
yeah, you know who I wish was here to talk the Oscars with us?
Doctor.
The doctor, Matt Hemsley. You know why?
Why?
He's doctor.
Randomly.
He's our Oscars expert. Which he'll be on, by the way, for when we do it.
So yes. So
wait, you were talking about
Wasp. I'm still holding out a little bit of hope for. Maybe it's more of like mainstream people not getting the multiverse, but I have heard some bad things about MODOK.
MODOK in
Quantumania.
Oh no. He's such a weird character to bring to the screen though.
Yeah.
It's like
if you do him justice, it's unpleasant to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think the critics are like that old lady in the movie Babylon? One of my favorite scenes when she's like, "It's a beautiful display of human emotion." She goes, "Oh, what am I kidding? They're all idiots." Do you think that's what some of them try to tell themselves?
Maybe. We'll see.
Crazy.
We might go see it tomorrow. So
my most anticipated is still Guardians Volume 3.
That should be very interesting.
and this is the end of it too.
Yes.
Is it the end then?
I'm prepared to have my heart ripped out of my rib cage and just turned upside down, just shattered. This looks like it's going to be a tearjerker, and I am so ready for it.
May it rest in peace.
Yeah, we don't know, but someone's dying, right? We know that for sure.
It's almost inevitable.
Yeah, because it's like with the Guardians movies. I thought the first one was more heavy on the action, but it still had its comedic moments.
Yeah.
I thought Guardians 2 was more heavy on the emotion, but still had its action moments. So I wonder how this one's gonna go.
I hope it's closer to the second one because I really love the second one.
The second one was very good. Yeah, especially like
That's right, people. I am one of the defenders of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Ooh, fight! But no shame. No shame. I actually enjoyed it too, for what it was worth. Who would have thought Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 would break $1 billion? It's just to process that for a sec. A tree and a talking raccoon broke $1 billion in 2017.
Can't
Not to
believe.
mention a killer soundtrack.
Killer soundtrack was good too. Can't deny
But
that.
it's such a generic name. Awesome hits.
Awesome mix.
Awesome mix.
Volume 3.
It's a name given to him by his mother.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think Volume 3 is going to be of?
I think there's gonna be some. Well, they included some '90s stuff in the trailers, so I think he's gonna explore some more decades. If you play the video games, it's heavy on a lot of '80s music,
Okay.
so maybe we're gonna get some of that.
Yep. So far,
You know what song I would love to hear in that movie though?
which one?
The Touch by Stan Bush.
That is such an underrated 80s song.
Right?
It is. Guess what,
Yeah, it
Justin?
is.
1, 2, 3. We swipe right. JT, I think it's best we see other people.
Wow. Wow. You guys really just dissed me. You know, where we came up with the swipe right, do there, buddy.
Okay, we're gonna be seeing a legal suit in the next 3 weeks, aren't we?
Yeah, you're seeing it all right. Ho, 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 ho. Oh my God, that was a rough one right there. Someone got that on camera, I guarantee it. I can't believe you just did that. I literally can't believe you just did that. That's ridiculous. So, but yeah, that's wild. Crazy. So crazy. So we're doing good. So
Hey, we're doing good for the how long have we been at this for? 10 minutes.
16 minutes.
Oh, 16 minutes. Wow. That's
And already we're going nuts.
Yes, it only took 16 minutes for us to go nuts.
See what happens, folks, when you leave us unsupervised.
Yes, when you leave 3 mid-20, mid to late 20.
You're mid. We're late 20s.
Yes. When you leave 20-year-olds,
I will be 29 next month, and this will be my reminder that I'm a year away from 30. Yeah, I know. It just
Chills,
shivers too.
chills, literal chills.
You know, because I feel like once you turn 30, I feel like that's when you're now an adult. If that does that make sense? Because
Yeah.
they say
Yeah.
18, you're legally an adult, but I feel like from 18 and throughout your 20s, you're still trying to,
Figure shit out.
exactly, you're still trying to figure stuff out. And, some people still figure stuff out in their 30s, which is no shame. Everyone has,
Yeah,
everyone does things at different paces. So,
absolutely. I mean, it ultimately depends on who you are and what you got to do.
yeah. Okay. So, my most anticipated movie of 2023,
Talk to me.
to be honest,
I have a couple, but go on.
I have a few as well, actually. And it comes out in 2 weeks, and you know what I'm saying. Creed 3.
Oh.
What do you thought I was gonna
yeah, Creed 3.
That comes out next week. Cocaine Bear!
Cocaine Bear!
JT, are you gonna see it with us?
Oh God.
JT, chat board, let us know. Do you want JT to
Based
go?
on a true story.
Do you want JT to go see
Inspired.
Cocaine with us?
By a true
Cocaine Bear
story.
with us.
Inspired by a true story. No. It should say Cocaine Bear, based on a true story. In the title. It's like Noah, based on a true story. That would have been great.
Chat board, should JT go see Cocaine Bear with us?
Let us know in the next 20 minutes or
Come
so.
on.
You have 20 minutes on the clock.
Peer pressure. Come on, Justin. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Alright.
Okay, I think they get the point. But no, yeah, but I am looking forward to Cocaine Bear.
How many more hours do we have of this?
Hey, you can end this anytime you want.
That's true. I really could, but we're doing it for a good cause.
We're driving him crazy
It's been like
For charity.
for charity.
It's been 20 minutes and it's already been like we're doing this for charity, as I mentioned before.
It's all for the greater good. The
Yeah.
greater good.
We're going.
Okay,
nuts
but
already.
anyway, yeah, I can't wait for Creed 3.
Yeah.
I can't, because but you know what? I don't want to say concerned, but I'm more curious of that they are going to go a different direction. Like how you had Creed 1, just Adonis, Creed working his way up, meeting Rocky.
Yeah.
And then you had the tearjerker season, then Creed 2, which at first when they announced it, what was I like, Justin?
Leave it alone.
I was like ready to riot.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I was like ready to stand outside of the studio with a sign that says "Down with this sort of thing."
That's a big sign. It's a lot of
So
words.
are you ready to accept this as a legitimate franchise now?
I am ready to accept it as a legitimate franchise.
I actually wonder, and it's funny actually, because I just want to chime in for your Creed thing. That's one of your most anticipated movies. What I'm curious to see is this: with Creed 3, we would think that Creed, I thought Creed would be a one and done. I thought it would be like that's it. But let's be real. This is a continuation of the Rocky franchise, just with a different character.
It kind of
Yeah.
is.
It kind of is.
But this is going to be finally the point where Donnie finally just breaks away from Rocky, because I think Rocky is no longer in the franchise.
And you know
No,
what?
no,
Because
no.
if you've seen Creed 2, you haven't seen Creed 2, right?
I know. Yeah, I have not.
In the words of Chester A. Bum, 1, 2, 3, spoiler! The movie ends. Actually, Creed 2 actually ties up Rocky's story pretty well.
Very nicely, yeah.
Hmm.
With a neat little bow.
He doesn't die, right?
No,
Okay, just okay.
he go.
You can tell me that part.
Yeah, he's a spoiler. He's still alive,
At least at the end of Creed 2.
unless they did something and killed him off, which I hope they didn't. But
It's possible, because there's no way for Stallone to come back. There's too many burned bridges.
between who?
Him and the producers.
Oh, the studio too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
He does not own the character anymore.
they own the rights, right?
Yeah, they own the right.
They own Rocky, or
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks.
so that's what happens when you do business with
MGM, right?
any sort of studio.
And that's what happens when you're a starving artist, which he was at the time when he signed that deal.
Like he had I think he had like what, $100 to his name when he
Yeah.
did that.
Wow. Now he's Now he's Sylvester Stallone.
And because you know what, it's like it was either his wife or his mom. They did his wife at the time or his mother did one of those psychological reading. Did one of those readings.
Yeah.
Which I think is a bunch of hooey, but
Mm.
do people still say hooey?
Not really.
Not really.
Well, guess what?
What?
I did.
Oh my god.
And if you want to complain about that, guess who you call?
1-800-GOT-BILL.
1-800-GOT-BILL. And yeah, because your father says people call and the number's always busy because people are always complaining.
So people are complaining about us all the time. We have it is a true story. You can call us at 1-800.
It's
true, you really can.
But the number's always busy.
That I was always busy.
Because
I think that we're gonna have to create a new dial tone. Or
because
something like that.
because your father actually started that joke saying, I keep calling and you're always busy.
Yeah,
People are
exactly.
complaining. And I'm like,
Bill's opinions suck. They're like,
but you know what? It's like, I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked here.
You're good
Creed
here.
3.
grade 3.
But yeah, I think because one of those readings said the next 7 years are going to be the most miserable years of your life, and I think the 7th year was 1976 when Rocky came out, and he basically was. Yeah, but what do you mean? That's what happens when you're a starving artist.
Like, you'll take whatever deal will get you.
Looks amazing.
Looks amazing.
But you know what? This teaches you a very valuable lesson. Always read the fine print.
Yep.
If there's any people who want to go into any sort of business where there's contracts involved, remember,
Always
read the fine print, because you're not going to like the fine print.
Absolutely.
And do you think you can negotiate the fine print, Justin?
If you have a good lawyer.
Get a good lawyer and read the fine print. But yeah,
He had $100 to his name, so a good lawyer would.
But anyway,
What other movies are you excited for besides Creed? Besides Creed 3?
Yeah. Thank you. Before I got on my soapbox,
Got you. Don't worry.
okay, I'm looking forward to. And I know this might sound weird. I'm looking forward to the Flash movie.
I am too.
Okay, yeah, I am too.
Take away all the stuff with Ezra Miller, but
Yeah, take that away.
but guess what got me really excited?
What? The trailer. Batman.
Michael
Michael
Keaton's
Keaton.
Batman. I'm like,
They didn't show Supergirl in the trailer, right?
no,
They
they
did.
did. They did.
I didn't realize that.
Horror.
No, I didn't realize it. I only watched it a couple times. I didn't really see it until like.
She was the prisoner that they broke out.
Oh. Okay, gotcha.
So I got super psyched
Yeah,
for that.
I mean, because Michael Keaton is Michael Keaton.
He's Michael Keaton.
He's not Batman.
And remember, so what's our plan now? Try not to die. I think that's a good plan, don't you guys think?
Yeah.
I agree.
God bless you, Michael Keaton.
Yes, Michael Keaton, you're one of the greats.
Yeah, and he looks like he hasn't aged.
No, he really hasn't.
Well, maybe a little bit, but
He's in his 60s, but still.
did you ever guys ever see this from? I think it was 2015. Michael Keaton coming off of Birdman. He hosted SNL.
I do remember that. Yep.
And I remember Bobby Moynihan and some other guy, I forgot his name. They like come on, start laughing, and they start singing. They're like, "Will you play Batman with us, Michael Keaton?" And it is absolutely hysterical.
That's awesome.
And then, "Will you play Beetlejuice with us, Michael Keaton?" And
So funny.
they're just fanboy. We don't mean to be geeks. And he's like, "Oh, that ship has sailed." But yeah, I'm excited for the Flash. I'm also excited for and going off the comic book stuff for a moment. I'm kind of excited for the Oppenheimer movie.
Yeah,
Mm,
that one looks good.
That looks interesting.
it does. It really does, actually.
It's about the nuclear bomb.
Yeah, I want to see what Nolan does with that.
Yeah.
JT's favorite person on earth, Christopher Nolan.
Well, we all know. Oh God.
You know this live stream needs to be hit by, Justin?
What? Oh Jesus!
Nolan Ray.
Oh my God.
Whatever is important, guess what?
It'll always be made more important.
JT, thank you for inviting us to this live stream today. We've been Nolan Ray, so
This part of the broadcast is brought to you by Panera. For all of your Panera needs, go to your local Panera.
not sponsored.
We're not sponsored. I wish.
Call us.
Oh, he's in the chat board. Matt Hemsley.
Matt Hemsley. But not just Matt Hemsley,
Yeah,
Doctor Matt Hemsley. All right, Doc. All right, buddy, what's up?
All righty. First question of the show. What do you guys think of Christopher Nolan's non-Batman films, like Inception, like Insomnia? What do you guys think of that?
I like Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. Yep.
I thought Dunkirk was super boring, but Inception, I'll be honest, it's very confusing.
Yeah, Inception. I couldn't sit through, and I felt the same way with whatchamacallit,
Interstellar. I did not see Interstellar.
I have yet to see
I haven't seen Interstellar either.
Tenet. I've yet to see Insomnia, and I've yet to see Memento.
Okay.
I seen a little bit of
And I've yet to
Memento
see Prestige.
when I was in college for like a film class, but
I mean, I feel like Christopher Nolan's almost more known for the Dark Knight trilogy and Interstellar and Inception, but some of his lesser known films are actually really good too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's coming from me.
yeah,
So,
but I'm curious to see what he's going to do with Oppenheimer. What do you think, Justin?
yeah, what do you guys think?
Oppenheimer, I actually think looks really, really cool.
Okay.
Cillian Murphy's in it.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's Oppenheimer.
Really? As Oppenheimer?
Yeah,
Wow. That's
and
really cool.
Robert Downey Jr.'s in it.
Oh, Iron Man and Scarecrow. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Matt, what do you think of the non-Batman movies he did? I'm
Yeah.
curious to see what you think.
Also, who's going to win Best Picture this year?
Ooh, we have to ask the great.
Because this is a low key thing. We can interact with you guys this time. It's fine.
My hope is Fablemans for Best Picture.
Fablemans was pretty good.
I didn't see it actually. Because
No, you'd like it. You would like it.
It's Spielberg growing up, right?
If not Fablemans, then Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It's everything.
Everywhere.
All at once.
This portion of the show is no, I'm just kidding.
Is brought to you by
Starbucks.
the Hoover Dam.
Starbucks.
I literally got this shirt at the Hoover Dam. This is my damn shirt.
Yes. He was in 2 states at once.
I was in 2 states at once. Have you guys ever been in 2 states at once?
Yeah, whenever I cross over the New York, New Jersey border,
Yeah, that is true. You are technically in 2 states at once.
Or the Connecticut border, it's 20 minutes away. So
yeah, and it's like no, I'm like standing out there. I'm like, one foot's in Nevada, the other foot's in Arizona.
I will chime in on this for a second.
Yeah.
With the Christopher Nolan non-Batman films. So outside of the Dark Knight trilogy, which I will acknowledge, it is one of the best trilogies of all time. I don't put it in the top 5 personally, but I do say it's up there for sure. And that's only another conversation too of the best trilogies, because if you think about it, there's like probably like 5 or 6 more than just
Maybe
that.
we can think of those after this conversation.
After this conversation, we'll go back to that. But to answer your question, Matt, Inception, the concept, I know Bill said it's confusing. As from a filmmaking standpoint, it is crazy to watch.
Yes.
It's crazy to understand how it's in a dream inside of a dream.
The dream within the dream.
Within a dream.
Stuff like that, and how that world interacts.
Like this is a live stream within a live stream.
Yeah, and basically, I mean, I agree with you, Matt, that there's like, I'm not against. I mean, I don't have problems with him directly. I have problems with him like a lot of his movies have the same tone to me, like Inception, The Dark Knight, and a couple of other films are always they have a similar like dark to like Dunkirk. You know what I mean? But outside of that, it's like I'm not slurring him as a filmmaker. I just think that like, the one nitpick is like they have a similar tone. That's just me. Matt Hamil's back on the chat board for a second. I have similar opinions to you and Bill about Inception. I liked Memento when I watched it over 10 years ago. But I haven't seen any of Nolan's films since he released The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
So you have not seen Dunkirk
Or Interstellar.
Okay. Interstellar, I haven't seen it, but it's on my to-see list because it's really like, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes?
Yes.
Almost 3 hours. It's crazy.
You know, I want to ask you a question, and this could go into a bigger discussion here.
What do you got?
Do you personally think Christopher Nolan is the most overrated director?
I've
Because I was about to ask, who do you, and Justin, you can answer this too, who do you think is the most overrated director?
I'm not going to say he's 100% overrated. I would say he's like probably 20% overrated.
Okay.
Just by a little bit. Good.
And Hensley, I want your answer to this question too.
Let us know.
Is anyone's watching this? Who is the most overrated director?
It's hard to argue against, because here's my thing. He's directed some of the best films of the past 20 or so years.
That's a very valid point, wouldn't you say?
Outside of the past, because a lot of people who are when coming off the heels of the Dark Knight trilogy and Interstellar and Inception, it's hard to pinpoint him because a lot of people were like, I guarantee you there are some people who are like, when those films were all kind of, Christopher Nolan is the greatest director of all time. They're probably all under the age of 20 saying that at the time. But I would say he's not. I would say he's very, not a lot, but I would say he's slightly, maybe like, I wouldn't say 20. It's like 10% overrated. Now that's not an insult either, because his films are critically acclaimed. They make a lot of money, and for the studios. And the studios love working with him because they know they're going to get a great movie, a great product out of his films. Like in Inception, what was it? There's like 5 Oscar nominations that year for that one movie, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And say what you will about the Dark Knight trilogy, whether you love it, hate it, in the middle, whatever. I tend to lean more towards like it's very good, but I will say this: the Dark Knight it deserved to be not Best Picture nominated. That year, it really did. Because if you look at all the other films that year, it was a standing crown jewel of a film over a lot of other films that year, like Iron Man, or even like like outside of the comic book genre, this is a phenomenal movie. Heath Ledger did deserve the Oscar for that, and I would also say that what was it achieved best editing or whatever, or sound, whatever the Oscar was for it, it got the sound for it. So there was that.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the movie. I just think that movie in particular it's like the thing of him is like that's his best work ever. Where I think that truthfully, I think that Inception and Interstellar are up there too. Truthfully, Matt has to jump back in the chatboard for a second. He said, "Right now, it looks like Everything All at Once will win Best Picture. Great choice in my view. I think the Banshees of Inisherin and the Fabelmans have a chance too." Thoughts?
I think I have not seen Everything Everywhere All at Once or Banshees of Inisherin. How was it?
It is very, very good. It's very, very well made.
Yeah.
It's a very zany pick for Best Picture. I will say that.
Okay.
But I wish it the best. Personally, my hope is the Fabelmans. Because that movie just sung to me. That movie.
This is about passion, filmmaking.
Yes. I'm getting misty eyed just thinking about it. I'm sorry.
You know what? I love the end when the character who's supposed to be based off of Steven Spielberg, when he meets with famed director
John Ford. Yeah.
and he tells him, remember this, when the horizon's on top, it's interesting. When it's on the bottom,
It's interesting.
when it's in the middle,
Boring as shit.
and you know what? I love that when he walks out and he just has this,
Grin on his face.
like, hey, I can still do this. And yeah, but I think I might watch Banshees of Inisherin soon because it's on HBO Max. But I don't know who's gonna win Best Picture.
Can I be honest with you guys? And then we got someone else in the chat board too. I'll mention it.
Yeah.
We got some other people joining us. Thanks so much for watching.
So we gotta get back to the question I just asked, but go ahead.
Yeah. Best Picture this year? I think it got nominated, yes, but do I think it has a chance to win? Probably not. Top Gun Maverick. Because if you think hear me out. Before you go up on your tangent about like, well, the films are the arts for a second.
The arts.
The films are the arts, damn it. Listen, hear me out for a sec. And keep those chat board questions coming. Hear me out. I would love to see a film like that at least get a couple, maybe not Best Picture, but a couple of Oscars. Because when you think about it, it was a movie that kind of came out of nowhere to an extent. It was on the shelf for 2 years because of COVID. They released it and it made $1.6 billion. Yes, there's the box office. And culturally, a lot of people are talking about it. The soundtrack was really well received too, with like the One Republic song and the Lady Gaga song. Like they were on the radio. It was a kind of an event film to an extent. Yes and no. But hear me out. I know Justin's like, JT, what is wrong with you? But I will say, I think what do you think about that having a chance to get at least a couple of Oscars? It's not even for Best Picture, but the chance of it winning, though, Mr. Oscars expert Matt Hemsley. But yeah, what do you got?
Listen, I loved Maverick.
It was.
I liked it too. I really liked it too.
I really liked it.
So fun. It's hard to say.
It's not gonna win.
Nah. How would you guys react if we're all watching the Oscars and the Oscar goes to
for Best Picture of the Year, mind you,
goes to Top Gun Maverick? Oh,
I'd be gobsmacked. I wouldn't be angry, but I'd be gobsmacked.
I would flip.
No,
I mean, but yeah, I cut you off. Forgive me, but yeah, that's just my little 2 cents right there. What do you think about that?
So, who else is in the chat? You said
outside of Miss Dr. Matt Hemsley, our dear loyal, faithful fan, Mr. Joe Wiley's in the
Joe Wiley.
He's in the chat board. Welcome. Shoot us some questions. Shoot us some answers. And what is that? Shoot us some questions and we'll give you some answers. I can't even talk. It's been like 40 minutes already. I don't even know. 37. It's been 37 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, don't worry. We only have 5.5 to 7.5 hours to go.
Woo!
Can we do it? Yes, we can. Obama, if you're watching this, don't sue me. But anyway,
I thought you were recording Dora the Explorer for a second.
You mean Bob the Builder?
Or Bob the
or anyone. But anyway, Yeah, but getting back to the question I asked for,
Great googly moogly. Where's that from?
Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
Oh yeah, but anyways,
But get back to the question I asked.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who do you think? Okay, you just went on the big thing about Christopher Nolan. If you don't think he is, who do you think is the most overrated?
Oh,
director?
right. That's your question. That's alive or dead?
Either or. I don't need a whole doctoral thesis.
I for some reason Kubrick's popping in my head, but
Really?
I don't want to say him though. I'm thinking like Hitchcock.
You think Hitchcock's overrated?
No,
You want to go back to you?
come back to me. I gotta think.
All right, Justin.
Who's the most overrated director?
For me,
It's J.J. Abrams with his lens flares. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say James Cameron.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? 1, 2, 3. Reese White! I think he's overrated too. Reese White, right again. All right. What? Okay, you give your piece. I give my piece, and then we go back to JT. That's
you know what, Holmes? Like we're gonna have a 3-way swipe right.
Oh,
That sounded really bad, but I'm dead.
Cringe! Come on, cringe! Bad JT. Go to the doghouse.
Sorry.
Go to the doghouse. Look at him.
I agree with you, but go on.
Okay. Well, I love Terminator 2.
Avatar. What's that? Sorry, I said Avatar. Let's see.
But Avatar 2, Titanic.
$1 billion movies.
No, like they're
The long epic movies. They're just they don't make sense. He's like the king of the long movies nowadays. You know that, right?
yeah, he is.
Like Avatar 2 was like 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Like
Good God.
like Avatar was all it was the Save the Rainforest Fern Gully movie tied with a liar reveal of like Dances with Wolves.
It was all style.
No substance, and it just did not grab me. And I just outright refused to see the sequel because if I couldn't care about the characters in the first one, how am I going to care about the characters reportedly 87 years in the future?
87 years.
Avatar 2 is 87 years in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with them?
Your guess is as good as ours, JT.
James Cameron, you are overrated.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Like, I like the Terminator movies too.
Yeah, me too.
But like, here's the thing. And this is where I'll tie in with Justin. I feel like the movie, like just recently, for its 25th anniversary, which doesn't make sense because it was released last year, but they just re-released Titanic. And probably because of Valentine's Day too, but also. But I'm like thinking you have Avatar: Way of Water, which how much money did that gross, Justin?
The first one?
No, the current one.
It is currently the third highest grossing movie of all time.
And with the first Avatar is the first Avatar number one?
Yes.
Because and that's like the thing with money, because when Endgame posed a threat, and it did. I'm looking to you, Justin, because I know you could correct me if I'm wrong here. Avatar, when he released it in China because it was first banned there, am I correct?
Yep.
And then he just did that. Goes, oh, MCU Endgame number one. Well, we'll fix that.
I'll make Avatar 2.
We'll fix that. Boom! Take that, Kevin Feige. Take that, Russo brothers. But you know what? It's just like right now how he just released Titanic, and you have Avatar: Way of Water, which is the number 3 highest grossing movie of all time. So the 3 is Avatar, Endgame, and Way of Water. Is that the top 3? He's just doing this to shove his ego in your face
and make more money.
He's look at me. I can do this. You know why? Because I'm James Cameron.
Because he can.
And because he's James Cameron,
Yeah.
he's just and you know what? And here's what I'll say, JT. I'm sorry. I know you really liked this movie, but I thought Avatar: Way of Water was just boring.
It was long. I will admit that.
I'm sorry, people. If you like it, okay, go ahead, like it. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. That's what's so great about this great land of ours. But I just thought it was so dull. It was just, and because it was New Year's Day, and my brother was asking me a day or so prior, like, hey, after I drop off my girlfriend, would you want to maybe go see Avatar? Because because my girlfriend doesn't want to see it. So do you want to see it, Bill? And I'm like, okay, sure. Me trying to be the good big brother I am, but you know what they say, no good deed
goes unpunished.
But anyway, so I went to go see it with him, and just throughout the movie, I was bored. I was just so bored. And this one last thing, I promise. And you know what? Because I will say I did like the last third. The last third of it wasn't terrible, but I think the thing is, it's like, have you ever seen those? Has either of you, either you, Justin, or anyone, have you ever seen those movies when you feel like it's going to be, when they say it's 3 hours long, but it doesn't feel like 3 hours long? And then you have those movies that, no, but this movie, it makes you feel like it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, I have said my piece. JT, over to you.
All right, I just want to give a shout out to. Actually, I think you should give a shout out to someone.
Catherine.
She's not watching us live.
Shout out to Catherine.
Shout out to Catherine.
Thanks for watching us live.
Thank you for watching, Catherine.
Justin's girlfriend's watching us. And ask us more questions, and I'll tell you why we're doing this in a sec. But yeah, so look, here's the deal. James Cameron, I think you could split James Cameron's career in half. And hear me out for a sec. Here's why. Terminator 1 is a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Terminator 2 is a very, very good movie. I would argue, some people say it's better than the first one. I think it's very good. I think the two of those are pillars of Hollywood.
Yes.
True Lies, great example of that as well, right? But when James Cameron got into the late 90s, into the 2000s, he really just took a big turn of like, how much CG can I put in this movie? Can the boat sink that much? And how much money can I make with these movies? I think his direction has really gone from story, not lack of story, but less story, more spectacle. Which, I mean, let's face it, movies are meant to have spectacle in them and whatnot. But I will say, Avatar 2, I think the reason why I gave it the highest rating as I did, and I think it's gone down. It's down about like a 7 right now, 7.5 for me. I mean, well, I put it. I rated when I first came out of the theater. You saw our out of the theater reaction video. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Why? And I look back at it and I said, you know what? This makes more sense. Here's why. I gave it that high at first because the spectacle part of the theater experience. I didn't see it in IMAX and I did not see it in 3D. But good God, can you imagine if you saw that movie in 3D or IMAX? Did you guys see it in IMAX?
What, Avatar?
Yeah, 2, yeah.
I think I saw Avatar 2 in 3D, yes.
Okay. Or 3D or IMAX.
I did, yeah, I remember.
So the point I'm trying to make is I think the story was, looking back now, the story was not fully there. I mean, it was there. It wasn't like as strong as I would like it to be. But it did not need to be 3 hours. It needed to be like 2 hours and 45 minutes probably. But Avatar 2, you really have, it's funny. I think I gave it a high rating because the spectacle part of the film, but not the story part of the film, if that makes sense.
Again, all style and no substance.
Yeah, it was all visual effects heavy. It's the style. James Cameron even said at one point, I remember going through my newsfeed, and I was like, Jesus Christ, he's really saying that the VFX in this are better than Endgame or Marvel in general.
Yeah.
He was kind of like bragging about it.
Well, yeah, that is just
It's
That
on.
rubbed me the wrong
Sorry, I'm just gonna
way.
get something.
sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah. Well, full disclosure.
Anybody
We
want anything on
can I have some.
Just grab my Coke.
We have Coke and water.
That's right.
And Sprite.
We
Can I-
have Sprite.
can I have a Sprite?
You may have a Sprite.
So this is a very laid back day, guys.
Yeah, we are.
Very laid back. But yeah. So anything else for James Cameron, really quick?
Yeah, he's just very overrated.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I see he is, but not super. You know,
Yeah,
but he did direct Terminator,
He did
He
direct
did
Terminator.
Terminator.
and he wrote it too with Gale and
Aliens.
I forgot about that. He did direct Aliens, one of the best sequels of all time. I forgot about. He took a horror franchise to be an action franchise. That's
Yep.
pretty good.
Twice.
Yeah. So with Aliens and Terminator, why don't we just cross those up a row? Where
Cross them over, baby.
but yeah.
Ooh, Aliens versus Terminator.
Don't do it. Do
You want to revitalize the Terminator franchise? Combine it with Aliens.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Oh god.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
That would be cool. Just a reminder, guys. So, but yeah, anything else for James Cameron before?
No, I think I'm good. You
do a
have
plug?
any more thing to rant about with James Cameron?
I'll get Matt. I'll get to your question in a sec. But so look, bottom line, the reason why we're doing this live stream, I'm gonna do this a couple times. Just stupidly. We're doing this live stream because in the link of this video, in the link down below, right down below us, is a bunch of links to two charities of choice that we chose that I picked out for us. One is the John Bon Jovi Soul Foundation. What they do is they help feed homeless people. They clothe homeless people. They help the veterans in need. They help out so many people in need. And they have two. He's John Bon Jovi, philanthropist, singer, whatever. Great guy. His charity is down below. You can do research on that as well. And the other one we do is more of a local one in our New York area. And basically, we have the Hope on a Mission is a beautiful organization here in our area of New York. I'm not disclosing where, but in our area of New York, we have there's a place that they do a lot of work for feeding homeless people and clothing homeless people locally. If you could donate, and the money does not go to us, it goes directly to them and people in need. That's why we're doing this. So if you can help us out by jumping down in the description video and donating $5, $10, whatever you can give to help out people in need, that would be incredible on your part for doing a good job in today's world. Yes, it's crazy out there, but we're just trying to do our good part of the world.
We're just trying to do good.
Yep.
And we're here, yeah, we're here, we're having a good time, but we're doing this for a good cause.
Absolutely. We're here to help. We're here to help out people that can't even afford a house, that can't live on their own and stuff like that. It's a very important thing to me that I wanted to do, and they're helping me out with
Yes,
this too. Sure.
absolutely. And we're doing this for, Justin, say with me, we do this for the greater good.
Damn, Skippy.
Do you know what movie that's from?
What movie was that from?
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, because there's like these guys goes,
That's right.
call yourself a community that cares. But we do care, Sergeant. It's all about the greater good. The greater good. How can this be for the greater good? The greater good.
This is why we have them here.
And they're like, how can this be for the greater good? The greater good. Shut it! Just get a bunch of random people following us around who go,
All right, Avatar 2. We kind of wrapped up.
okay,
But Matt Hemsley has a question.
Ooh,
Thank you,
Matt Hemsley.
Thank you, Matt Hemsley, for jumping in. What do you guys think of Titanic? I didn't like it that much, but I have been thinking about giving it another chance.
I saw
Stage
parts.
plays better.
Remember when you guys did it when we were in
Yep.
when we were in high school, and this comes probably one of my famous jokes. May I? We're gonna sink. We're screwed.
Oh my god.
We're dead. But no, I've only seen parts of it. Like I think it was
Me
on
too.
TV one time, and
Yeah.
and I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, me
and
too. It's always on TV.
Like the stuff that I watch, I'm like, why is everyone going crazy about this?
Why is everyone going gaga over this?
I mean,
In the chat room or in
Lady
general?
Gaga over it. His name is Leo DiCaprio.
And I like Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, but
Nothing wrong with him.
sort of like that's just
Yeah, so
And I like Leonardo DiCaprio, so
you know what it is? It's schmaltzy.
okay.
it's got this schmaltzy feel to it that's just disingenuous.
It's got like a weird vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So bottom line, Matt Hemsley, do not watch it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be on TV for the rest of
If you want to watch
cable's
it,
existence.
if you want to watch it, Matt, that's up to you.
I wouldn't pay money to go out and see it in theaters though.
Isn't it back in theaters this weekend? Well, last weekend.
Like last weekend or
Oh.
something.
I think it still might be in theaters.
Racking up $2 billion more.
Again, James Cameron is doing this so he can shove his ego in your face.
Maybe we should do thanks, James. Thanks,
James Cameron. Yeah, I hear. Is he really our enemy now or not?
I don't know.
I wouldn't call him an enemy because
He has done some good things.
with all the
There's some
shit
good
we
stuff.
give him, he has made great advances in visual effects. So
Amen.
can't fault him for that.
I mean, he did a lot of. I mean, look at some of the VX of T2 at the time.
Yeah,
In 1991, they had computer graphics.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
So I can't call him an enemy, but I can call him overrated.
What now?
Catherine, what's the scariest horror movie we've ever seen?
You.
Oh God, don't say that. She's dating you.
Why did you take me to Smile?
I remember when we saw the trailer for that, Justin.
Why?
You're like, that's a Catherine movie. Is that it? I'm like, is that a you and Catherine movie? He goes, no, that's just a Catherine movie. I'm out.
Scariest horror movie.
That had me on edge the
Sorry,
entire
Catherine.
movie.
Sorry about that. You go first. What's the scariest horror movie you've ever seen?
I was just saying it.
Wait, which one was it?
Smile.
Oh, okay. Well, that answers that. All right, cool.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that.
But honorable mention, and this is also one that Catherine and I watched together. Men was unnecessarily disgusting.
Yeah.
Bill? Scariest horror movie.
When I first saw it, it was scary, but then when I look back at it now, maybe it's not. The Exorcist.
I knew you were going to say that. I had a feeling you were going to say that. I knew it.
Because just like the makeup they've done on that.
Yeah.
That movie's turning 50 this year.
Yeah.
Coming soon, Exorcist movie commentary for Halloween.
Oh god.
Or Army of Darkness, either one.
Yeah, and you know what also Halloween.
How about that?
You know what other movie we got to do for
Oh, wait, we have to do Nightmare Before Christmas.
coming soon October 30th
If we
anniversary.
do Army of Darkness, can I bring a guest?
Who's the guest?
Catherine.
Yeah, sure, I don't care.
Hey, it's his house.
We got this is the JK. We can do what we want. Yeah, you guys.
We just have to respect the J property.
Yes, you do.
Okay, yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
All right. So for me, I'm not like the biggest horror guy to begin with, but the ones that I've seen, I will say like that. When it comes to horror, I'm more of a gore guy. I prefer blood compared to
So Evil Dead 2.
So Evil Dead 1. Evil Dead 1 is Sam Raimi's first movie. Is a fright fest. That movie is scary as shit. Because I mean, yes, they went in a comedic direction with Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness.
Which I love.
They were so great. And Ash vs. Evil Dead, the TV show that's on forever. But this, it's disgustingly gory. If you want to watch it, on the cover of, I might get up in a sec, but like on the DVD, hold on a sec. Let's just on the Blu-ray cover of it, they can't even show anything because it's that gory. So 1 second. I have it on Blu. Yeah, it's on a Blu-ray. Deal with it. They can't even show it. They can't even show the actual the rest of the movie because it's that bloody. And it's rated NC-17 for a reason.
Wow.
Not even rated R. It's rated NC-17. It's not even rated R. It's rated NC-17 for the 80s.
Not to mention it was made on a shoestring budget.
How much was it?
Like 300 million? No, 300,000, excuse me.
Like 60,000.
You could tell it's fake. You could tell the effects and stuff like that like are really fake, but like listen, there are some parts in that movie that are scary as hell.
Oh yeah.
Like the trees raping the girl.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about it, but yeah,
That was
spoilers. But
unnecessary.
spoilers, everyone. There are trees that whip girls and rape them. Not even kidding. We're all adults here. But yeah, keep the questions coming. We'll love to see it.
Yeah. I haven't seen-
anything else at all? Or?
I haven't seen it, but while we're on horror movies, what do you think is the most? Oh god, I think I'm going to start becoming the overrated guy. Because what do you think is the most overrated horror movie?
I mean,
Halloween?
everyone always points to Blair Witch.
Blair Witch. That's another one.
I think the Halloween movie. Because you know what? I watched it.
Do we want to say Halloween?
I'll say Halloween for myself.
The first one. Though.
I don't watch enough horror movies to make it that.
No, I remember I watched it when I watched it a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's not scary. Maybe for the time it was, and
I mean, at the time it was, yeah.
this movie had the budget of a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Michael Myers.
So I'll give John Carpenter credit for that. He made it on the budget of a ham sandwich.
Yeah. Keep those questions coming while we're chatting. Just letting you guys know. But
We want questions.
yeah, ask us anything.
Like some people say that Jaws is a little overrated, or at least in the aspect that it's not a horror movie. I recently saw it in theaters, and listen, I've seen Jaws multiple times. I was legit on edge when I was watching it in theaters.
You hear that? This goes back to what I always say. The in-theater, this is why I go see movies re-released. The in-theater experience is that much better than watching it at home. I saw E.T. in theaters and it was great. Anyways, go on.
We did a Jaws commentary, by the way.
Yeah, we did. Oh, wait, plug for our Jaws movie commentary. We're going. Yeah, you're saying like you saw it in theaters and it was
like
it's a different
legit,
experience.
It's a different experience because when you're out on the ocean with them for that last hour
Last hour of the movie, yeah.
like legit, you're just on edge like
It's
the
scary.
whole time, like waiting for that shark to come.
Yeah.
Like it's coming.
Yeah, it's
And
when did you see it? 1 second. When did you see it in theaters? Like a couple years ago, or was it recently?
That was last year.
yeah, I think it was
Really?
I remember you telling me. I think it was like Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because that's when I was because I think you wanted to go see No Way Home again. And
Oh,
I
that's right.
was- And that's when I got sick with
Right.
that
Also was re-released around that same time.
the vid, yeah.
The extended version of No Way Home.
Oh, I didn't see that version yet. Okay.
The more fun stuff version, as it's called.
The more stuff. I like that. By the way, your girlfriend agrees that Halloween is very overrated.
Thank you, Catherine.
She says Halloween's so overrated.
Yes.
You can tell us why too if you want.
Go ahead and elaborate, baby.
I mean,
Let's go, Cap. Elaborate.
Friday the 13th. With by the way, I was that's a Boy Scout camp. I was actually there at one point. It was in New Jersey. They filmed it
Oh
at
wow.
Lake Camp Greeley. You know the famous.
Yeah.
It's a Boy Scout camp. so
It's kind of interesting because the Jason Voorhees that we all know with the hockey mask, that doesn't come in until the third part. Like the first one, it's Jason's mom.
Yeah.
Jason's mom.
Jason's mom has got it going on.
That's an actual song.
Jason's mom.
Yeah,
It's
So-
Stacy's. But yeah, go ahead.
I'll explain after we're done here.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, so the first one's Jason's mom. The second one is Jason in a paper bag.
Ridiculous. But go on.
And then he gets a hockey mask in the third installment. The 3D installment.
Ooh. At the time, 3D too. In 80, what, 4 or 5, whatever it was.
Yeah, that's when they were trying to reintroduce 3D to everyone. The Jaws 3D, Friday the 13th 3D.
So we have a comment in the chat board really quick. Catherine says it's nothing original, just a slasher film with nothing to differentiate from any other. I get it was groundbreaking at the time, but there are so many other horror movies. Hot take. What do you got?
You should see the sequels.
Yeah, but
They get progressively more and more silly and convoluted that it becomes a parody of itself.
Didn't they make like 7 or 8
And
of them?
then they reboot.
Oh yeah, the reboot.
Halloween 37. Michael
Freddy-
Myers takes Manhattan.
Freddy versus Jason.
It had the H2O reboot. It had the Rob Zombie reboot. Then it had the 2018 reboot.
Was that good or no?
From what I understand, the first one was okay. The second 2 were not.
Okay, I heard the third one was terrible.
I heard
I
that
heard-
Kills and Ends were terrible.
They were just laughing at it. All right, this could be a hot debate. Anything else for horror movies?
I think I'm good.
I think I'm all right.
All right, thanks for chatting with us. All right, Matt Hems and the Doctor. Matt Hems and
Dr. Matt Hemsley. We must address him by his title.
All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
What do you think is worse, the Star Wars prequel trilogy or the Star Wars sequel trilogy?
Ooh.
Well, Doc, here's the thing.
You really threw us a curveball there.
Well, you got Mr. Dr. Professor Justin here.
The PhD.
PhD.
Exactly. What do you got?
So, the Star Wars prequels
Oh god.
had interesting ideas, had an interesting story, but failed to execute it in every conceivable way. Failed in the acting, failed in the directing, failed in the visuals,
Are we talking the prequel or the sequel?
prequels.
Okay.
But it also had this laughableness to it. At least the first movie did. So you can almost see it as like the universe was like this odd thing before the Empire took over, but it's just very silly. And Episode 2 is one of my most hated Star Wars movies of all time.
Oof.
I just really hated the romance dialogue in that.
I like sand.
I like sand.
No, you don't.
So-
Cut!
All right,
Hate it! You don't like sand! You don't!
Like,
It's coarse! It's rough! It's irritating! And it gets everywhere!
the Oscars.
you don't like sand, Justin.
Oh my god.
I like sand.
But
So stupid.
I cannot see George Lucas getting angry like that.
Go back, but do it again. Anyways,
Reset.
So that was the prequel trilogy. The
The
sequel.
sequel trilogy improved on the acting,
Mm-hmm.
improved on the visuals,
Uh-huh.
but it had no plan.
No,
It just,
except to end the saga, right?
yeah, it just felt unpleasant to go through.
Yeah.
Because I was hopeful for the first 2 movies, and when it ended where it ended, I was like,
Garbage.
it left a very bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker was just terrible. But let's be real.
Like, here's my thoughts on this.
Okay.
The prequels, like, listen, as bad as Phantom Menace is, at least you can laugh at how
I
bad
can
it
laugh at that movie.
is. At least
Means
you
you're gonna go to the bathroom.
at least you can at least you can laugh at how bad it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Attack of the Clones, which I would say is the worst of all of it.
More like Smack at the Clones.
It's just
It's
boring. Remember, I like sand.
Cut!
What now?
You don't like sand!
Why don't I like sand?
Because it's rough and coarse and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Reset.
I hate sand.
George Lucas.
Don't like sand.
I don't like sand.
Don't like sand.
I don't like sand.
Good.
Anyway, but then you have and Revenge of the Sith, which is
The best of the
Honestly, it's probably the best third movie out of all the trilogies.
of the prequels, but then again, when you see that the other two movies are Misa Jar Jar Binks and I Like Sand, it's
Jar Jar meets sand.
it's just it's really that's really not saying much.
Oh my god.
It's like saying when you go to a restaurant and you keep going to this restaurant, the first time it's garbage, you go again, it's still garbage, and the third time you go, it's meh. It's not,
Okay.
it's not awful,
Palatable.
Not terrible.
but it's.
Palatable.
Am I going to be telling all my friends to go? No, But-
Serviceable.
it's serviceable, and that's what I think about Revenge of the Sith. It's not like, oh, it's the best out of the three, but it's best out of three because the other two are so bad.
The best part of that movie was the fight on Mustafar, but it also had some really cringeworthy moments in it too.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. But going to the sequel trilogy,
Man.
the only one I really liked was Force Awakens.
Okay, I still defend parts of Last Jedi.
I didn't think Last Jedi was awful.
No.
It still has some of the best visual things I've seen in a Star Wars movie.
True.
Yeah, but I did not like Rise of Skywalker.
No, I did not.
Like the
I
last
loved it. No.
It left a very bad taste in my mouth.
the last third, the last couple, I did really like I did really like the ending. You know why I like the ending?
It ends.
Because it ended. Oh god, we sound like Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets.
Oh my god.
But
I thought that's where you were going.
yeah, it was. Let's try that again. You know why I like the end of the movie?
Why?
It ended. But anyway, no, but I really like when they said when they're like, "What's your name?" Skywalker. I'm like, okay, that's a nice way to end it. But to be honest,
It didn't deserve that ending. I'm
so
sorry.
what do you think is worse? Because we got to answer Dr. Hemsley
We have
here.
to answer their question.
Sequels or
I think
prequels?
objectively, the prequels are worse on a quality level, but on a story level, the sequels is just a drag to go through again.
I would say more on an. I would say as bad as the prequels are, I
can still revisit them.
they are. I will say this: they are more entertaining.
Yes.
Like maybe not entertaining in the best way, because at least you can.
Hey, you want to buy some death sticks? You don't want to buy any death sticks. I don't want to buy any death sticks.
But
Oh my god.
But at least with the sequel, at least with the prequels, because Matt, here's what I said. Sorry, we're giving you a whole doctoral thesis here.
Yeah, why the sequel trilogy and the prequel trilogy suck? But go on.
But the thing is, at least the prequels, as bad as they can be, aside from Attack of the Clones, which is still pretty bad, at least Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith, at least they're entertainingly bad.
Like, here's the sequels were spirit-breakingly bad.
I did like Force Awakens, though.
Rise of Skywalker was spirit-breakingly bad.
What about so you would still defend Last Jedi?
I still defend parts of Last Jedi because they were interesting.
Keyword parts.
All right, the part where the throne room battle,
Oh yeah.
when Rey goes into that dark place and that whole vision quest within herself, I thought that was very interesting. I actually liked the whole thing with Luke and Ben.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm sorry, I thought it was interesting. I thought, you know what? Luke Skywalker is not Jesus. He is not a perfect being. He is flawed.
Yeah.
He was tempted by the dark side very briefly in Return of the Jedi, but that temptation was there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
This has been our soapbox.
But yeah, but that's, and I think Justin has the same perspective that I do. I think that I think the prequels are more entertaining. But you would say for the sequel trilogy, they're more quality level.
But on a story level, just
Bleh. What do you think, JC? I feel like we've been hot on this.
Well, after all of that,
we have a lot to say on topics.
we have a lot to say.
like Rise of Skywalker actually made me swear off Star Wars for a little bit.
That's a bad taste in your mouth, isn't it?
Yeah,
It broke your heart.
it did.
You broke my heart.
It was like that scene in Godfather Part 2.
I knew it was you. Wait, did Johnson do Rise of Skywalker?
No, that was Abrams.
You broke my heart, Abrams. You broke my heart.
Johnson did Last Jedi, and he gave some interesting ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, JT, you were saying, okay, we won't interrupt you, we promise.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet.
Okay, go.
So, from a visual standpoint, I would say the elements. From a visual standpoint, I would say the sequel trilogy outweighs the prequel trilogy because of visual effects.
Yes,
100%. Because just
practical effects and all that.
yeah, practical, visual, whatever. Yeah, but story-wise, I would say, as far as it being more cohesive, I would say, man, this is tough. Damn you, Matt Hemsley. Because it's so hard to say, because Rise of Skywalker was the ending of the saga, and it was so bad. It was just I know, and there were people online this is the best Star Wars movie. Still to this day, you can go on IMDb and look up those ratings.
What, for Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, look it up.
Seriously?
Yeah, if you go on IMDb, you can filter out by the 10 to the 1 or whatever it is. You can filter out the 10s and this is the perfect send off to the franchise. Blah blah blah. Are you high? What did you watch?
No, because I tried that. It didn't work.
That's great. That's great.
Okay, that was funny. That was funny.
That was good. I'll give you that. No, but so from a visual standpoint, the sequel trilogy was probably better. That's not a slur. I will give Phantom Menace just a teeny bit of credit as far as the visual effects, because that pod race still holds up to this day.
The pod race is cool.
I mean, it was 1999 visual effects, but still. But as far as just overall poor choices, I think the prequel trilogy had more poor choices.
Yeah, but the poor choices in there is where Evans fine.
That's true. This is a very good. This can go
like Jar Jar Binks being the one to give Palpatine emergency powers.
Oh my god!
Jar Jar ruined the galaxy. Remember this.
Remember this. It's
Or Justin, you know what else is? You will accept credit.
No, I won't.
You will accept credit.
No, I won't. You think your Jedi mind tricks work on me? No, only money. Thanks.
You will make a better.
That makes
movie.
me feel real good about myself.
Hey, Lucasfilm, you will make a better movie.
You will. We're using the Force here.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We're using the Force. You will make a better movie.
But to answer your question, though, I think that I would say which was worse. Probably the sequel trilogy. Okay, and then I love Force Awakens. I really enjoyed watching it in theaters.
It's just,
but yeah,
your conclusion should be
Strong.
yes.
not Rey and Kylo Ren just going finding out who they are and we're in
And
love.
kissing,
Yeah,
and then one dying,
yeah.
and then the other kissing the dead person, and then that person comes back to life, and then he dies.
See how stupid that sounds?
But
Doesn't that sound like something out of fan fiction?
It's something like it's like what is this Twilight? What's going on here?
you know what? I am proud to say I have never watched a Twilight movie, and I never will. I am proud to say that.
We're proud of you, Bill. Sorry, all you tween movie fans out there.
I will never watch it, and that is a hill I'm willing to die on.
Yes, prepare to die. No, just kidding. We love you.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
All right.
So no questions have been coming. I have a topic we can bring up.
Ooh, topics are fun.
So speaking of someone on the teen topic thing, this might have more complexity to you than you may think. And keep your questions coming, by the way. Keep them coming.
We like questions.
We love your questions,
and we'll give you answers. Who doesn't like answers? Do you like answers? I love answers.
So it's a legitimate question.
And here's a legitimate answer.
And I'll back up what I'm going to say in a second by what David Zaslav said about this. So the head of Warner Brothers now, head of Discovery Warner Brothers, excuse me, Warner Brothers Discovery, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Will we see another Harry Potter movie? Here's my logic why yes and no. Because it's been 10 years. The last movie we got, I know Dr. Professor PhD Justin's going to come out in a second. But hear me out for a sec. Thank you for your question. We'll get to it in a sec. The last movie we got of Harry Potter was the highest grossing one in the franchise. Deathly Hallows Part 2. And Potter World stuff has exponentially become more and more popular as time has gone on. Because the movie's ending and then they have like the video games, they have like the
getting the video game this year.
Yeah, video games. We have what is it? Video games. We had the Fantastic Beasts movies, which were doing okay towards the end. No, quality wise, it's nothing. I meant financially, but I feel like there's more to do in the Potter world, like as far as like how Quidditch came about, how.
So you want to really explore the Wizarding world?
I would not mind the Wizarding world more, but as far as a Harry Potter movie, I think those are done.
Yeah,
I would love to see more Potterverse stuff. I would love to see more of the Wizarding world because I really like those movies quite a bit. But that's just me. Hot take, Justin, go.
I liked the first Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was good. It was 2016. Yeah, the first one. I didn't see the second one.
The second and third one, I'm like.
Didn't they make 3 of them?
Yeah.
There's a fourth one too.
I think they're officially done
with movies.
With those because the last one did not gross well.
Yeah, that's correct. The Fantastic Beasts movie did not come back. Yeah.
Wow. I just don't think there's, at least in film, I don't think the market would be there unless it was Harry Potter.
I think I agree with you. Yep.
And I don't think honest Potter fans would be having a good taste in their mouth to go see one that wasn't from the original books, you know?
Right. And plus there's only 7 books. I mean, there's other stuff in the world, like there's a Quidditch book that we have.
And there's Pottermore stuff that was
oh yeah, the Pottermore, yep. They had like Gringotts came about, like a spin-off like about that. I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out there, but I feel like
there's a TV show though.
HBO Max.
Like
do it. You got money coming in that way.
Maybe do it like 50, 60 years in the future or something like that. Like
Harry Potter's like an old man.
Yeah, Harry Potter's an old man.
And his kids or whatever now.
Or grandkids, what have you. Like,
but don't go off like the Harry Potter Voldemort angles and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like go a different route.
I can see that. I mean they did do The Cursed Child on Broadway. And
I did hear they want to adapt that to a movie.
I don't know. Here's the thing now. Daniel Radcliffe came out recently. Again, thanks for having your comments and questions come in. Daniel Radcliffe himself came out recently and said, I don't want to do a Marvel movie because I don't want to be tied down to 7 films.
Very true.
So his line, because he was tied down for 8 Harry Potter movies. He kind of got this typecast.
They always just do a villain.
He could do that too. But as far as Harry Potter goes, in the world of seeing a Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, a one-off, or maybe if it's big enough, you do a 1 part 1, part 2. You could do that to make your money there. But because as you don't know, David Zaslav of Warner Brothers Discovery said recently, we haven't done a Harry Potter movie since 2011, which is true. They haven't. But also Emma Watson's kind of moved on a little bit from it.
Yeah.
Rupert Grint has moved on from it a little bit. I mean, you could do without Dumbledore because he's dead. You could do without Snape because he's dead. But and Alan Rickman actually died in real life too. So, you could do it, but
It ended.
it ended perfectly. It ended perfectly. That I remember sitting in the theater in 2011 watching the Deathly Hallows Part 2 and crying my eyes out. I loved it. I loved it so much. And this is the guy who saw like From Goblet of Fire up in theaters. It was a phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it still is. But
Prisoner of Azkaban up.
wow. Yeah. That's even before me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm quiet on this. I've never really got into Harry Potter, so I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm quiet on
I was
this
just
one.
wondering. So
Okay, so we have a question, you said?
yeah. Anything else for Harry Potter at all? Any other comments for Potter? Or just will we see another one?
I think maybe as a TV show, like something
Yeah.
unrelated to Harry. Because I don't think it'll work in film anymore. Not without Harry Potter.
Now that Daniel Radcliffe as well.
Yeah.
All right. So we have another topic. Welcome, Jess.
Jess?
John Haraska's fiance.
Yes.
My
Hi.
good friend John and Jess, they're watching.
Hello, John. Hello,
So good to
Jess.
see you guys. Catherine actually jumped back in the chat before a second. She said, any traditional chick flicks you feel like everyone could enjoy? I think this is targeted at you.
When Harry Met Sally.
I was gonna say that one. I was gonna say Sleep
I
in
love
Seattle.
that one.
Mind if I get in on this?
Sure, what do you got?
I wouldn't call it a chick flick. Let's kind of tie it into the Valentine's Day rom-com thing you did like 2 weeks ago.
I did that too, yeah.
And I wasn't here.
Correct, it's okay.
But you know what? I watched a little bit of it, but then I thought of something, and I think this is a movie that guys and girls can both enjoy. And
What do you got?
this is back when Adam Sandler was funny.
51st Dates.
When Wedding Singer
The Wedding Singer, yeah.
with Drew. Back when I remember the days when Adam Sandler was funny.
Yeah, those are good days.
And by the way, that's one of my favorite movies. By the way, just this past week, it just turned 25 years old. So
That's funny.
But yeah, for those who haven't seen the movie, it's about a wedding singer played by Adam Sandler.
With Don't Stop Believing in It.
Yes, there's a. Have you seen the movie?
No, but I know. I remember. I saw that on the news. When Don't Stop Believing turned 40 or 30, whatever it was. They had that song in the movie, and it was the first time they dusted off that song in a while. But go on.
Yeah. So what happens is he meets a waitress played by Drew Barrymore, and at first, Adam Sandler's character is because the movie takes place like the week before he's going to get married. And his wife and his fiance ends up abandoning him at the altar.
Oh wow!
And Drew Barrymore's character is engaged to a total a-hole, and he's helping her plan the wedding, and then they start falling in love. It's a fun movie, and Billy Idol makes a cameo.
Rebel Yell.
One of my favorite lines in that movie is like right before Adam Sandler's character is about to sing to Drew Barrymore's character, going, "But we got a song from our first class passenger, and from our first class customer, and since we let our first class people do pretty much whatever the hell they want,
That's funny.
We got one of them who's got a song that was inspired by one of our coach passengers."
White Wedding.
It's
I don't know that song, but
yeah, but I know a Wedding Singer. I think that's a movie. I think it's a rom-com that both male and female can enjoy. Sorry, Jess, that I went a little more broader than just chick flicks, but
yeah, chick flicks are tough because it's like there's so many like there's so many other when you say chick flicks, for some reason I think of White Chicks.
funny movie.
It's a funny movie. but I just think of that for some reason. I think of like a chick flick, Crazy Stupid Love. Anyone from 2010? Or what's the other one? What's the one with Cameron Diaz? She did a bunch. I don't know. I'm just saying. But like there's a bunch out there like that from like the 2000s to 2010s. There's a bunch in there. Like you could do like Valentine's Day. I know it's themed, but you can still watch it. Sorry, Justin.
He doesn't like those type of movies, do you, Justin?
He's not a fan. It's okay.
Like I didn't like New Year's Eve either.
New Year's Eve with John Bon Jovi. We love you. But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch. Chick flicks. Because for some reason, when it's just a chick flick, I'm like, White Chicks, the movie.
You know what? I
The
want to
undercover.
flip something here on Jess now.
Catherine, what do you got? This is her question.
Oh, that was Catherine?
Yeah, she asked
The
that
chick flick question? I thought it was Jess. I'm sorry.
No, Jess in
We
the chat.
were
She said
supposed to watch Legally Blonde last night.
that.
Now, Catherine, I want to ask you a question. I'm going to turn the tables here. Do you think there are guy movies that women can enjoy?
The Avengers.
Uh-oh.
Come on, the Avengers. Da 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 da. Come on, let's hear it. Hey, my girlfriend loves all the Marvel movies, which I'm very happy I met someone like that. You know, people when I be like, "Hey, you watch Marvel movies?" I'm like, "Yeah, what do you watch?" Ryan Gosling.
Maybe I don't judge you at all.
I'm just asking like a good question.
Oh man, that's good. No, it's good. I know. I mean, like, I don't know. Oh, she said, "Oh, absolutely." Oh my god! Just keep it. Just throw in a. I told you guys from the get go. We're doing this live stream for fundraising. The links are down below. So if you have any money, donate it if you can to either one of those charities. But this is also an AMA. This is an ask me anything, but ask us anything you want.
AUA, ask us anything.
AUA.
Ask us as a
anything.
unit. We are a unit.
As a unit. Ask the unit anything. No, it's not. The Avengers is not overrated. What is going on?
Who said it?
No.
Catherine.
No, Jess said it. How
Really?
dare
Yes.
How dare you? Oh
Oh my God, Jess! Wait, Jess said it just to double check.
Avengers is overrated. It's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Okay, so this was Jess.
Oh, yeah, Jess.
Okay.
Oh, I'm starting to die here.
It's in my top 10 Marvel movies, but it's not in my top 10 movies.
Oh, it's in my top 10 favorite films of all time.
No, he's gonna.
Oh, no.
Sound like Justin. What do we do
How
with him?
dare you?
What do we do with the body?
Woo.
I'll be right back. We have to go bury the body.
Got him.
We're back.
Oh, God. Look. All right. Oh, Catherine she says, I like the DC movies and the Batman movies too. Kudos. Avengers is overrated. King.
Yeah, Catherine's not huge on the Marvel movies.
That's fair. And all film is subjective. I mean, like, except for Star Wars. I'm just kidding.
Hey, film like
Probably
any
the most subjective of all.
Exactly.
film like any form of art is subjective.
Yes.
Oh, film as an art. All art is subjective. We've said it on the show numerous times. But yeah, you can ask anything you want at this point. We don't really.
It could be about anything.
Yes.
You can ask anything in the world of music. We didn't even get to that yet.
Movies.
Movies. We did a lot of movies. TV shows. Anyone? What are your favorite Disney? What's your favorite Disney movie?
Oh, who asked this one?
This is from Jess.
Ooh, okay.
Jessica Langer. She said, "What's your favorite Disney movie?"
The Lion King.
You go first. What's yours?
I can pick more than one, right?
What's your top tier? What's your
My
your
two
go-to?
favorite Disney movies.
No, your go-to. You
No, I'm picking two.
He's picking two.
My two favorites, and JT has probably heard me say this a million times.
Oh God,
I love The Lion King,
you do, yeah.
but I think my also favorite.
He loves the
is-
2019 live action.
Oh.
No, just kidding.
No,
Just kidding.
and I think another favorite of mine, and this goes. Okay, you gonna Russell Crowe me, weren't you? But another
no.
one of my favorites, and you've heard me say this, is Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That's a
That's a
big
good
one.
one.
That's a good one.
I think and don't get me wrong, I love the Lion King. I love the music. I know JT's shaking his
No,
head.
no, no, no. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say in a sec, but go on.
But with Hunchback, I think I love the characters. I love I love the whatchamacallit. The score is absolutely gorgeous.
You did say that too, yeah.
And you know what? I think this is Alan Menken's best work. I honestly think it's his best work. And as much as I do love the stuff from Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin, I would say Hunchback is probably his best work. All right, JT. I'm curious to know what you're gonna say. What your favorite Disney movie is? I'm curious. Are you, Justin?
My favorite Disney movie is The Avengers.
Okay.
No. I'm just kidding. Even though Disney owns Marvel, I'm just kidding. All right. Truthfully,
Marvel and Star Wars do not count.
just stop it.
No, I'm throwing it.
Disney.
Shame!
No.
Okay, what were you saying, JT?
Are we gonna get like super specific? Can we say Pixar or Disney animated too?
Okay, you know what?
I was gonna say we can,
Huddle scene.
They're crazy. We have another 6 hours of this.
Yeah. You can do that.
So I
Pixar.
can say like Enchanted, or I can say
Yes.
okay, because it's Disney. Okay.
Okay, like we'll allow Pixar, but we won't allow.
No. I wouldn't allow Pixar because Pixar is its own thing, right?
Huddle.
No Pixar.
No, okay. Should we allow Pixar, Justin?
Oh, Pixar.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you answer
All right.
that, and then we can answer what my favorite
I
Pixar
got
movies are. What is it?
My favorite Disney movie is a live action Disney movie called Saving Mr. Banks.
Okay.
Not a bad choice.
And I'm not because everyone's going to is like a princess movie.
Jess, what's your favorite Disney movie?
What's your favorite? My favorite, but yeah, it's a Disney movie about Disney. What's not to love?
It really, you know what? That is a really good point.
they're like Avengers do not count. I get it.
Hey, Justin and I did a very thorough huddle about that.
Endgame. The Force Awakens.
Okay, no, but Saving Mr. Banks.
X-Men Days of Future Past.
That one was Fox.
It's also Disney now too.
Disney, they own everything.
They do.
I swear to God, if you call the Alien Queen a Disney princess.
You're gonna walk out, aren't you?
Oh,
Okay.
my God.
Hey, Justin, the Alien Queen is a Disney princess.
All right, no, but he is out. Saving Mr. Banks, my favorite Disney movie.
He's not coming back, is he?
Justin, sweetie, while you're over there, can you get something for us? We're getting hungry over here. Sorry, sweetheart. We're having way too much fun. Just a reminder, this is why we're doing this. We're goofing off on camera because we can. But because we can.
Because we can.
Exactly. What is Bill going to do in Times Square? He's going to hold up a sign that says,
What? Because I can. I want to just get a bunch of people with a megaphone and a sign. And it's going to go like this. Why? Because we can. Thank you.
Frozen's not a bad pick.
I think it's slightly overrated, but that's just my humble opinion.
Yeah, that one's a little overrated in my book. I'm sorry.
This is getting slammed overrated. You know what's actually funny? The movie came out 10 years ago. I still haven't seen Frozen 1.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't even seen it yet.
No, we're gonna have to do a
No movie commentary for Frozen. No movie commentary for Frozen. No. No.
Let it go.
I hate that song.
Let it be while you're at it. Oh look, I just I was a true story about that. My aunt, I was down at my aunt's house, and she's like, it was like 2019. She said, "You haven't seen Frozen?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "You have to see it," because my cousin was like, you're really young, whatever.
I didn't see it till 2017.
2014.
But yeah, so it's oh yeah, I haven't seen Frozen. I kind of want to go my whole life without seeing it. Truth like this, like, do you want to build a meth? I'm a snowman.
Ah! Well, here's the thing. I really didn't have much of a choice. They were playing it on one of those coach buses.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Frozen. This part of the show has been brought to you by Frozen 3, coming out in 2026.
Along with Zootopia 2 and Toy Story 5.
Okay, do we really need a Toy Story 5?
No, we didn't need Toy Story 4. Yeah, thank you. Just I want to give a quick plug again. Thanks so much for watching us today. This is part 1.
Wait, are we concluding or?
No. Not yet. We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes so far.
Uh-huh.
A lot of stuff.
I didn't feel it.
All right, today's gonna go by so quick. But ultimately, guys, we're doing this live stream not just for you to interact with us or ask us questions and whatnot. We're doing this because we want you guys to donate your money if you can to the 2 charities we have linked down below. One is the John Bon Jovi Soul Foundation. They do a lot of great work across the country. One is a local charity that will help out people in our area to help them get food and shelter and clothing that they need to live, and basic function. So if you can provide that extra $5 or $10, click the link down
Every
below.
little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. So yeah, but aside from us joking around about Marvel or being the greatest thing ever or whatever, just saying, Avengers is the greatest comic movie of all time. We are doing this for that reason specifically. So yeah, there you go. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Do you guys want any food yet? Like any hot food? I came prepared. We got like chicken tenders, and fries upstairs, too, ready to go for later today. So
Yeah. Why don't we keep going for a bit and then we
Yeah.
can go get some food and then we'll come back and
it could take like 20 minutes to put it. So I could put it in and then come back off.
Maybe like the 2.5 hour mark.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, we can do that.
We'll do that. Cool. Yeah, we came ready for snacks. We got iced tea upstairs. We got a lot. All to make sure you guys.
Don't worry, he's not holding us hostage.
Yes, they're doing great. All right, music. Frozen. Oh, so Frozen is your fave. Music. What is your fave? I already know your answer, JT. That is true. You do. Musical tastes. Favorite artists of all time? The Beatles.
I said my musical taste is very eclectic. If you've watched Mixed Bag, you know I have very.
I like Da Vinci's Notebook and their song "Enormous Penis." It's a great song. No, I mean we can go on forever about this, but yeah, what do you guys got?
So I like Zeppelin. I like Pink Floyd,
Good stuff.
Beatles, Stone.
A lot of classic rock.
A lot of classic rock, but I also like some more modern stuff too.
Okay.
I like the Killers. I like Green Day.
We saw them in concert.
Both they're great. I've seen both. Yeah.
Love 80s music.
Oh yeah. Because we're never gonna listen. There's a great video on YouTube actually. They took out the word "never" and "never gonna give you up," and they made a song out of it. So that's gonna give you up. It's so funny.
I'm gonna give you up. I'm gonna let you down.
It's so funny. You have to hear this thing one day. In between segments, we'll do that. So
it's like I remember it was like during one of the presidential election cycles, not getting political, but it was like this. It was this thing that said, "Vote for Rick. He'll never give you up. He'll never let you down.
That's right.
He'll never make you cry.
Oh my God.
We'll never say goodbye.
Never gonna make you cry. I'm never gonna say goodbye." And then, have you ever seen him perform that song live?
No, how is it?
He says at the end, "I have to lie. I do have to say goodbye."
That's funny.
And he does like during the song, goes, "We've known each other," and he goes, "Since 1987." But my music taste. I used to be like a strict, just classic rock guy, but
I mean, I was too for a long time. My tastes diverse over time.
um, but
Yeah,
but my taste, like I really like
the Killers.
I really do like the Killers. I saw them in concert. We were at the same show.
We were at the same show. I got to sit in the lower bowl.
Yeah, we had in the upper deck.
I got to sit next to all the hot blondes in my section, which was really cool.
And I remember you're talking the hot chicks are here. Like,
It was so funny. It was like, it was straight up. We're like,
I'm like, what a great show. Did the hot chicks enjoy it?
he's like, I wish I had your problem. I said, I
Like,
know,
I
right?
wish I had your problem.
It was so funny. Oh god, it was too funny. That was a good show. The Killers.
Oh, that was a great show.
You sit there on your heartache.
I remember I was telling you when they played that song when you were young, I'm gonna be sitting there screaming like a 12-year-old girl.
I think I saw you actually. I look back when I done that song. I was like, "Is Bill?" Oh,
You sit there in your
heartache.
waiting on some beauty.
You're gonna copyright the stream.
Oh, Brandon Flowers seems like a pretty chill guy. So,
He's not gonna sue us for that, right?
but no,
Killers was great.
I also really like I really do like Coldplay.
Yep, saw them too.
Yeah, I hate you.
Sorry. Hey.
Ah,
Okay.
But
What was Bill? No,
yeah, I really like.
Coldplay was good.
Like I said, I like Imagine Dragons.
Yeah, I didn't see them yet.
You know who I would really want to see in modern music? I really want to see Ed Sheeran. He's pretty cool.
I'm seeing him in June.
I hate you. I'm just kidding.
Check off the bucket list. It's like, who haven't you seen it?
You know who we should go see, JT?
No.
What am I gonna say?
You're gonna say Matchbox 20. It's gonna be the whitest show ever. Or we're gonna,
Would you say that'd be a pretty white show?
or we're gonna see Train. And I'm not sure how you're gonna react to that. I've seen Train.
You know who really hates Train? Our good friend Vinny.
Oh, that's right, he does.
He hates Train.
I like him a lot.
What do you think about Train, Justin? Take a look.
The way you did.
They're not awful, but they're not.
They're kind of just there.
It's like elevator music.
Hey, so yeah, whatever.
Yeah, no, but no. You know what I was thinking? Even better / worse than Matchbox 20.
Oh, good God, what?
Creed.
Even better.
Creed. You're funny.
Hey,
No!
let's go see Nickelback.
No!
Nickelback. Guys, I got tickets. We're going to see Nickelback. The three of us.
You see what happened?
Don't you know that someday I will? Someday, somehow. I don't think we'll get hit with copyright. Like, who really cares about copyright?
Look at
Nickelback?
this graph.
Imagine if Nickelback is like the one, and that's like super fiction.
They're gonna sue us now. It's only part one.
Nickelback sues three random guys.
The New York Times headline says that he sued 3 guys. What?
Come on, you guys wouldn't really want to see Nickelback?
Hey, Nickelback. So I don't hate them. I still want to see them. No, yeah, no, sorry.
Okay. What about Matchbox 20?
I don't know enough of their stuff.
Well, that would be a pretty white show, though.
Didn't Matt Henson tell us that?
Well, the band that he really likes, the Wallflowers.
That's Jim Parsons for a sec. Like, wait, what?
The Wallflowers. Hey, hopefully you meet JT and Justin.
Oh,
That's a party crew right there.
we have a question in the chat board
From
Catherine.
ooh, Miss Catherine.
What is the worst concert you've ever been to? I can probably answer this question. I'll go last. I'll go last. I gotta think about this for a sec.
Okay, guess I gotta go now.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Not So Silent Night 2011 was an all.
So you're telling me the station that I work for that we put on a bad show?
Well, 2011.
I'll give you that. Who was playing?
Jason Derulo,
Oh,
Tayo Cruz. He had to start a set like 3 times because I guess sound issues.
I'm sorry.
We the Kings, who I guess we're supposed to be in the back signing autographs, had to bail or something.
Okay.
Jojo was there.
Look at Jason Derulo now. He's
Yeah.
in a cat outfit. Yeah. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
And got to see what are they?
Take your time, no rush.
Give me a sec.
I have my list right here of all the shows I've been to. And I'm just trying to think of which one was the worst one I've been to. All right.
Okay, guess it's over to me.
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
I don't really want to think any show I went to was necessarily bad, but I would say the one.
Fray.
What was that?
The Fray.
You saw the Fray?
They were also there. Yeah.
Ugh,
Oh, you don't like the Fray?
not a big fan.
I don't want to say a show that I necessarily went to was bad, but I would say of all the shows I went to was probably the least memorable.
Mhm.
I would probably say Daughtry. It wasn't bad. It was just,
Yeah.
forgettable.
All right. I have my list. It's right here.
So what was the worst one?
So the worst one has to be either between. It's tough. It's really tough because I've seen a lot of different artists. Well, which one was probably the worst? Man. All right. I can bash this.
Go.
I can bash this.
Go ahead.
I can't believe I'm saying these words,
Uh-oh.
and I can't believe I'm saying that I saw them.
Oh no.
I saw 21 Pilots in 2018.
Why?
I saw 21 Pilots on the Bandito tour, and good God, I was not happy. I just don't care for contemporary artists to go see those shows. So, first off, my ex wanted to go, so I went. Don't ever do that if you know you're not going to be with the person. Just saying. They were more of a theatrical show compared to they're just annoying. And they were too new for me. The single jumpsuit was just out.
JT, in the words of Meatloaf, did you do that?
I did that.
And you do anything
You
to
won't
love. Do that.
No, but 21 Pilots is up there for me.
He did it, folks. He did it.
I did it. But I will say, this is
He did that.
yeah, this one's gonna. I'm only gonna say this one because it was more of a check in the box of concerts I wanted to see compared to. It was more of a check in the box of concerts I wanted to see compared to actually caring about the music. I saw Bob Dylan.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man.
And he's kind of just. I have nothing against him. It was more like a check in the box. The friend I went with really, really likes him.
You just went to say
Just to say I saw him, yeah.
Yeah.
But
overrated.
yeah,
You knew that was coming, folks.
I knew that was coming. I did see Bob Dylan in 2019, and he was. I didn't. It was just everyone's. There was what killed me the most about that show, and now that I think about it, there was a guy in the very, very, very back, the last row,
Yeah.
screaming, "Hey, Bobby!" Straight up. I'm like, can you shut the fuck up? Could you shut up? The usher got him. The usher was a passionate Bob Dylan fan. And he's like, "Oh my god!" Right? And he got like the usher went up to him and pulled him out and not kicked him out in the street, but like they kicked him out of the performing part of the venue. I was like, "Wow!" So don't do that.
Do not do that.
And especially, it's funny. It's been several years since that show. So Bob Dylan, I saw him, and they said no. They said they made an announcement on the PA system. They said no videography whatsoever of the artist. No videos. Guess who got 3 videos?
You.
Me. I was that guy. I got 3 videos of Bob Dylan doing Highway 61 Revisited, Make You Feel My Love, and what's that one kind of? I don't know, whatever. Just some other song, but they're on YouTube. You can check them out. So, yeah, and people were like, because the trick was it's black, so my phone just like this.
So you just went like that.
I just casually was holding my phone up like this. They didn't see my hands, so they were low enough, so I just did that. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I saw Bob Dylan. He was nothing crazy, nothing special. If he really wants to put on a show, he will, but he doesn't have to. So the worst show I've ever been to was Paul McCartney. Just kidding. Wow. I know. I wanted to get
the same show as us. So.
I know.
We were that's where you two met, actually.
That's right. We did. We actually met at Paul McCartney in 2017.
Because, and I told this story before. Justin goes, "Hey, you want to go see Paul McCartney on Sunday?" And I was supposed to go see my brother up at college, and then because I don't drive, I'm like, I don't think I could get to the train station. He goes, I'm home, right? And I'm like, well, this changes everything. I'm in. And then I texted my brother. I'm like, hey, I won't be coming up this week at family event. You better have a damn good reason. I'm going to see Paul McCartney.
That's a damn good reason.
Where are you seeing him? The Garden. Have fun.
Yep. And that's how it went. That's how it went. And then I saw Justin in there. I met Justin and I saw Bill there, and we had a good time.
That was it. Well, we weren't sitting together.
No, we weren't sitting together. We had a good time though.
That was a really good show, though.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, I hope that answers your question about what music we like and what shows we've seen.
I feel like we turn every question to like a giant doctoral thesis.
We really do. It's kind of crazy.
It's like I feel like if we would like order pizza, it'd be like, what do you guys want on pizza? Well, I remember when I first had it. I just wanted to know what you wanted on pizza.
All right, we've been going for almost 2 hours. What do you guys want to do?
Mm.
We could stop in a sec, make a new stream in like 10 minutes, and then do it again. Or what do you want to do?
Want to go for like 20 more minutes?
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's go for another 20. We'll take a break and then we'll come back.
We'll do
So
that.
we'll go eat something and then come back.
No.
So don't go anywhere. Stay on our YouTube channel. We'll be back on in about 15-20 minutes.
After the 20 minutes.
No, like 10 or 15 minutes after we get off. Stick around. We'll be back live in a little bit.
Yeah, we need to take a little break. We're gonna be here for.
We're doing this for a good reason. So I gotta set up the stream and stuff like that too.
We got to do it for a good cause and for the greater good. Aren't you glad you're going to be stuck here with us for maybe a possibly at least another 4 hours?
I cannot wait. I really can't. I'm excited.
You're going to be here with us for at least another 6 hours. So,
oh yeah.
Wow, it's been 2 hours and we haven't killed each other yet.
Well,
except Justin almost killed me when I said,
"Yeah, he almost did."
Nickelback. Come on, I think it would be a great show. You know what, guys? Would Nickelback be a good show?
Let us know in the chat board.
Am I like the only man on earth who likes Nickelback?
No, there's people that do.
There's people that do.
I have nothing against them. I just don't listen to them.
I think they're the most overrated kind of band to hate.
Maybe. I wonder why though.
They're also kind of fun to hate.
Look at this, bro.
I can see that as a criminal sentence. You are sentenced to listen to nonstop Nickelback for the next 6 months.
No.
Good God.
How funny would it be if that was a punishment?
That'd be frightening.
Are we still live?
We're still live. We've been going live for literally about an hour and 59 minutes.
That'd be like forcing a prisoner to watch Batman and Robin.
Oh, like that.
He might kill himself.
Like in the Star Wars review, it was still the #1 method of execution. So when Batman and Robin No,
No.
anything but that.
One second, let me check the time.
We know it is exactly.
No. We've been going now for about an hour and 59 minutes and 30 seconds. Almost 2 hours.
We're gonna hit the 2-hour mark.
It's crazy.
And guys, keep those questions coming,
Yeah.
especially you, Dr. Hensley.
He stepped away. He messaged me.
Oh, he messaged you?
Yeah. He said, I'll be back later. I said, okay.
Yeah, he's probably busy today.
Yeah, but like I said, we're gonna be doing live. We're gonna take a break in a little bit. We're gonna come back after like 5-10 minutes with a new stream. So just stick around on the channel. We'll be ready to go then.
We're not leaving you guys. Don't
We're
worry.
not leaving you, and we'll have some food down here in a little bit too.
We're gonna eat. We're gonna talk. We're gonna commiserate. It's gonna be.
Unfortunately, you can't have any of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, you guys can't eat me.
But
Sorry.
you know, why don't you guys go get something to eat yourselves? So
I got waffle fries and curly fries.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm a fancy boy.
He's fancy.
I am fancy. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm so fancy. Oh, that is so. What is it? 2013.
Doesn't
2015, 2014.
13, 14. Yeah.
Okay, I forgot 2014. But anyway, we're high class around here.
We are. Let me see. But yeah, so far so good. We're having hopefully you're enjoying this as much as we are, because we're having a blast doing this.
Yeah.
Just killing time, enjoying it with you guys, you lovely, lovely people out there. So should be fun.
Hey, yeah, come on, keep asking those questions.
Keep those questions coming.
Find stuff to talk about so we don't have to.
Otherwise, we're just going to talk about whatever we want to talk about, and you guys don't have to watch it.
Well, guess what? We're gonna talk. You're gonna listen.
Exactly.
No, Kima's giving us stuff to talk about. Like,
we got 2:00
on a Saturday.
It was 9:00. I played that this morning. It was great.
At 9 a.m.
At 9 a.m.
It is technically.
Do you guys ever watch reality TV shows? So my aunt's best friend is Margaret on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. So that answers your question there.
I used to watch American Idol like a lot, but I stopped watching when Simon Cowell left.
Oh, like the competitive shows like Big Brother or Survivor, or the Amazing Race, stuff like that. Maybe. Do you watch that? I don't really.
Like The Masked Singer is kind of fun.
Or Bill, you should go and name that tune.
I should. I think we do. I think I do. I think you do good too.
I think we would. Yeah, we're big best friends, like just partnering up.
Yeah.
Name that tune. Don't you forget about me, Simple Minds.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this, like reality TV. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've just stopped watching it.
No, I mean it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, Bravo Network has kind of like gone downhill for a long time. So.
Did you know what the funniest thing was? Do you guys remember back in 2021?
Wow, long time ago, but go on.
We did a mixed bag. You, me, and Justin came on.
Yes, I remember this now.
About shows that should be canceled.
Well, which one?
And I said that the Duggars
Yes.
should get canceled. And
Yes.
Literally the next night, I got a text from Justin. And he was texting me.
So funny.
And he texted me that Josh Duggar, the oldest son, got arrested. And for CSAM. And I remember you texted me, "Are you a prophet or something?" and I'm like, "What?
Prophet Bill."
And then I'm like reading it.
Bill the psychic.
I'm reading this. I'm like, "Holy crap!" And then I remember a few weeks later, what happens?
They cancel the show.
And I texted it to you, send it to Justin. I sent it to Justin. And then you're like, you said, the prophecy
has been fulfilled.
The prophecy has been fulfilled. I cannot believe, to this day, I cannot believe then I remember the next week going, I can predict the future.
Bill the psychic here, everyone.
Do you think I really could predict the future? Do you think that was just a coinky thing, to be honest?
I need to be honest, that was probably a coincidence, but that was so fun.
quite.
Because I remember you texted me, are you a prophet or something?
It's so funny.
The prophecy has been fulfilled. The prophecy.
Oh my god.
I still, I am not laughing at what Josh Duggar did. What he did was absolutely sick.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think he should be rotten in prison for a very long time. But it's just so cool. It's so weird. But I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, the show should be canceled. And then the next day, the ball starts rolling. The ball starts rolling. And then, because the moment I heard this and the chart, because first I thought it was like a financial thing, but then when I heard what it actually, what the charges actually were, I'm like, yeah, they're not. Even though he's been off the show for a while, because I used to watch that show.
Mhm.
It was like a guilty pleasure of mine. But then when I started reading into what they actually believe and the organization they're a part of, which you can go look it up. There's this lovely thing. It's called Google.
We'll go on.
But and when you just hear what these people believe, it is absolutely disturbing. And then, when he first got in trouble a few years prior for another thing, he's been off since then, but I'm like, they're not going to be able to recover from this. Like, this is just, he's going away.
Yeah.
And if TLC has any common sense, they're going to say, yeah, Jim Bob, Michelle, we're pulling the plug on you guys. Because TLC, and I said this in the episode, TLC has this horrible reputation of giving people platforms that really shouldn't have platforms. And
I agree.
And and I'm not just talking about the Duggars. If you look at
like popping that zit, whatever it's called.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah.
And listen, I don't want to attack Dr. Pimple Popper. I'm sure she
That's disgusting.
I don't watch the show because it kind of grosses me out. Like I've maybe watched an episode or two, but I will say she seems like a nice lady. So
popping pimples in general is disgusting.
I'm sure she's probably very nice, but
sorry, bro.
But then you got 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
Which I remember I watched a video from Legal.
How can we forget Say Yes to the Dress?
Back when TLC
That's a great show.
You have anyone want to try out for Love is Blind?
But
oh God, so
but
bad.
you know what? It's like, there was a time when TLC just used to be harmless,
Yeah.
And then
Keeping Up with the Kardashians came onto Hulu.
but then when you have things like Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah. Honey Boo Boo.
Because when I remember when one of the spinoffs came and it was on my and my dad was watching TV and one of the commercials came on for it.
Yeah.
And Justin, how would you best describe my father?
Very set in his opinions.
And I remember my dad watches a commercial for it and he looks to me and he goes, Bill, if I am ever caught watching this, I give you full permission to shoot me. I give you full permission. Like, Dad, I don't want to do that. And he goes, and how am I going to explain to the judge? He goes, I will write a letter and I will sign it. I said, well, no, I said, you have to sign a letter and sign it that you gave me permission. So I don't think that would hold up in the courts, would it?
No, it would not. It would probably bring you down to an assisted suicide.
But that's what my dad said. He said, if I ever get caught watching that, shoot me. And I'm like,
Oh God.
okay, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. You're the greatest.
Nah, I wouldn't.
No.
But yeah, it's just reality TV show is trash.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
Reality TV show is absolute trash.
Yeah.
But Remember when? Was it ever good? Was reality show, TV show, and ever good?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, there's like Pawn Stars.
Okay, that's entertaining.
That's a great show. I'm Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop. I work at my old man. Old man's dead, but one thing I learned after 21 years, you never know what is going to come through that car.
And that's in Vegas, right?
Vegas.
I should have went there when I went to Vegas.
Oh, you also should have went to In-N-Out.
Oh, you're still gonna hold that against me,
Yes.
aren't
Oh God.
you? I can get a hamburger anywhere.
It's In-N-Out though.
So I went to what? Your hipstery West Coast.
It's the West Coast equivalent to Shake Shack.
Or Five Guys.
No, Shake Shack.
Shake Shack's really good.
It's really.
It's really
I think
good.
their burgers are kind of meh.
What's your favorite food? Let us know in the chat but before we switch it up in a little bit.
You're still holding the whole In-N-Out thing.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
You had a golden opportunity.
So Catherine says she likes cooking shows, even though she messes up pancakes.
Aww. I just made pancakes this morning.
You're doing great, don't worry. I made waffles out of the toaster oven.
Pancakes are delicious. Can we just agree pancakes are
All
delicious?
right, pancakes or waffles, go.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Oh man, I'm in the minority here. Damn it! Damn it! Anything else before sushi's pretty good though.
Ooh, sushi is good.
Sushi's good.
I like tempura rolls.
Yes. Get me up there, man. We've been going for. I just want to check the time. We've been going for about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Do you want to cut it now, or do you want? And then people can come back in a little bit.
We can do that. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay, so we're
All
gonna
right.
take a break.
Yep. So part one is over. Part one is done as of now. So listen, we're gonna be jumping over to the part two. The stream will be set up. Tune in and we're gonna have it ready to go. So just jump in over there, and we'll be live for 10, 15 minutes.
We're gonna go grab some food and
I'm gonna make some food, and they can talk for a little bit. And I'll make the food and whatever. Okay. But yeah, tune in the next 10 minutes or so. We'll be back. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Yes, we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. See you guys in about 5 or 10 minutes. Woo! 1 second.